We're here at Lodge of the Four Seasons for the Missouri Taxidermist Association Convention and Competition. You might be able to hear the boats going outside. They've got races out here at Lake of the Ozarks, so that's going to be going on all weekend too. I came down here last year and just as a spectator, just to come and see how it was run, check out some of the seminars, things like that. But this year I'm actually bringing pieces, so I got down pretty early yesterday. I wasn't sure what to expect, so I wanted to give myself plenty of time. Ended up getting here a little bit too early. Had to wait around for a bit, but they eventually unlocked the doors and I helped set up the showroom, get all the backboard set and everything. And then people started unloading mounts. Brought them into the grooming area, made sure that nothing had tweaked or moved on the drive down. Then they have to get photographed, and then you place them into the showroom, and then you gotta leave. You've done all you can do, can't touch them anymore. So I got my buck and that coyote all situated yesterday, and by the time we got through with like registration and everything, it was getting pretty close to dinner time. But I had a day pass for a gym pretty close by, so we got a good lift in on legs, and then I had dinner and crashed. So today we've got kind of an orientation for new competitors here right off the bat, so I'm gonna go to that here in a few minutes. And then there's some seminars just throughout the day, and that's kind of how it runs. They've got seminars booked pretty much all day. There's a vendor room that's open for people to check out. And then at some point, they're gonna open that showroom back up and you can actually walk through and see what everyone's brought. And then eventually, you'll get an opportunity to see what kind of feedback you got from the judges. So I'm looking forward to that. So no expectations here other than I just wanna learn everything I possibly can. So if I don't get blue ribbons, that is 100% okay. And kind of expected for your first time out at a competition. It'd be kind of arrogant to assume that you're gonna get a amount that scores in like the mid to upper 90s or whatever your first time out. So we'll see what happens.
My son lives in Bloomfield and I live in Memphis, which is just south of Bloomfield. Memphis is like on the other side of the highway line.
All right, cool seminar this morning on doing some press molds for some habitat work, which if you've never done press molds before and don't know where to start, like it's gonna be good information. I didn't realize that there's a lot of similarities between that and kind of the way that Cole Cruikshank teaches, how he casts bobcat tails, and that bobcat DVD he's got through Taxidermy University. So if you don't have that, you should get it. What's really cool about the Missouri Taxidermist Association is like when you check in, like you get a 3-ring binder, and in that binder it's got your, it's got schedules, agendas, all of your banquet cards, all sorts of stuff. Like a mini flashlight came with it, notepads, lanyard, all that stuff. But I've just been keeping my room key in there, and it's still crapping out. But so they're gonna open the showroom tomorrow morning, and that's when you're going to get your judges' critiques. But I was talking at orientation this morning, Scott was saying they're doing something a little bit different this year. When they open it up, you're not going to know your score, and you're not going to have ribbons placed, which is how it's been at other shows. So, which could be a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, some people get so fixated on that score or that ribbon that maybe they don't listen to what the judge has to say. And so without there being a score or a ribbon associated with it yet, maybe they might be more receptive to judges' feedback. Not sure. So we won't know our actual scores or, ribbon assigns or what ribbons assigned to our mounts until the banquet. So, but grab some lunch and then we're going to hit some more seminars.
All crooked. He may have grown like that. He might have been like that his whole life. You're gonna have their buddies come over, and a lot of this stuff, it's gonna get smashed anyways. Not anyways, but study the hair pattern, just break it all down.
And I know I'm gonna sculpt that head. I usually will try and make a death cast of that cat, or whatever it is I'm sculpting. So I'll have my measurement.
Like that, you'll be able to get that one. All right, it is Saturday morning. So last night was the live mounting competition, which I guess is kind of becoming a trend for a lot of these shows, is to have kind of a live mounting deal in their social night. So, you know, they had an auction where people bidding on a whole bunch of different taxidermy supplies, things like that. And then there were, this year at the Missouri show, all the live teams were set up in two-man teams. And on one side of the hall, all the two-man teams who were doing deer, and then on the other side of the hall, we had a two-man team doing black bear, and then another two-man team doing a mountain lion. And I guess they had 4 hours to complete it last night. And I think they get 30 minutes today too to like tweak, make some final adjustments. But the judges for the taxidermy competition were not in there. And when everybody leaves, they're going to go in and they're going to be judging the work for the live mounting competition to see who's the winner. So it was a lot of fun because you could just walk around, you could ask questions, you could talk to them while they're doing stuff and just kind of visit and joke around. It was really cool, but I didn't stay that late. I am not a night owl, but got up this morning, hit the gym, and now I'm getting some coffee made, and I've got a seminar that I signed up for this morning where we're going to be sculpting eyes, ear butts, setting some antlers and stuff. So I brought some antlers from my rifle buck this year to do that with. And this morning they're also going to open up the competition area, the showroom, for people to get their critiques and stuff. So as soon as I'm done with my class, I'm gonna get to actually walk around and see the other mounts that are in the show. So I got critiques signed up for, I think 1 and 1:30 today. So just after lunch, I'll be able to get some one-on-one feedback with the judges.
When you have a lot of forehead in the form, and you try to line this up there, look how high your antlers from the burr, because when you take a straight line and you go through there,
The very first ballot I looked at, I was like, yeah, that's one.
Do you hear the rain though?
Mm-hmm.
Like 2, and I'm ready to do something different. Like, I hate it. He's a machine. He'll come in and mount 2 a day, every day, done by 12:30 every day. And then my finish girl will stand there and epoxy eyes and dot noses the entire day. You want to talk about a nightmare job, and she's allergic to epoxy sculpt.
I got my judges' critiques. You know, I was in the closed-mouth whitetails category and the life-size small mammal category. Both judges gave me some very specific, detailed feedback that I honestly, I'm excited to get home to start putting it into practice. Kind of the things that I learned, some of the tricks they had for me. And obviously, I don't know how I scored yet. Won't find out until the banquet tonight. But honestly, you know, I did. Just the lessons from those critiques make it all well worth it. So we'll see. We'll just see how it kind of all shapes up. Great seminars. Went to the business one that Cole put on. Just some great stuff to think about. You know, trying to manage your own small business, and so looking forward to how tonight plays out. Incredible work in the showroom when they opened up the showroom, just to see everything in the professional and masters categories. Just some incredible work. So well worth it. Good day, long day. I'm excited to get the banquet out of the way tonight, just kind of see how everything plays out so I can go to bed.
Large mammal, Clint Ricky.
Man, last night was absolutely crazy. You know, the banquet was so cool just to see like what kind of awards were given out and seeing how some of those mounts did. Of course, you know, we didn't know our scores yet. We didn't know what ribbons we had gotten in our divisions. But after the banquet, they opened the showroom back up. And at that point, they had placed ribbons. They had put scores on score sheets. And so you could actually see how you did. So after the banquet, everyone filtered back in there, and they were hanging out in there till like, I don't know, probably midnight, 1 in the morning. I didn't hang that late. I was surprised because, you know, the judges' criticisms, you know, a little tough love, and which, you know, is what I need. But after hearing the judges, I really didn't expect a ribbon, and I ended up with two third-place ribbons. So super pumped for first show. Couldn't be happier with how things turned out. I am so excited for next year and to see what happens. But so this morning we had had to do the business meeting first, and then people could start taking their mounts home, and loaded up the truck, and I am on my way back to the farm. Stopped here in Eldon to get some gas, go to the bathroom, and fill the coffee cup up, and ready to rock and roll. So great show, the Missouri show. If you're a taxidermist in another state and you're thinking about what shows you want to hit next year, the Missouri show is definitely one to have on your calendar. It's a great time. Seminars were great. Judges were, I thought the judges were very helpful, very fair, and just the community is just insane. So all in all, success for that first time out.